Beautiful wife went to bars and let guys videotape her, and all I can do is. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. First time post on Reddit, so I'm going to do my best. I don't know the acronyms yet, I'm trying to learn them all. If my writing and story is all over the place, just know I'm going off the top of my head and thoughts and emotions right now. Sorry. To start, I'm 31M and wife is 28F. We have 2 kids, 7 and 5. My wife asked me for a separation August 27, 2020. She left that day and was apparently living at her mom's. The day after, I get messages from her cousin that she's been cheating on me. Wife claims she never did up to this day. A week after, we met up to do a Zoom meeting on her phone to meet our son's teacher online. She gets a Facebook message saying something like, "Only a few hours, eggplant emoji, peach emoji, sweat emoji." After the meeting, I asked her if she could explain that, and she said she didn't want to talk about it and that she deleted the messages already. She said it was a girlfriend of hers, because my wife was going on a date, and apparently girlfriends get excited for each other and think they're just going to get laid. Which I obviously didn't believe at all. I got really upset and told her to leave. Around Thanksgiving, October for us in Canada, she told me she was taking the kids to another city to visit her grandparents and go swimming for Thanksgiving. She ended up lying and actually went with our kids and this guy she apparently cheated on me with and stayed in a hotel. On their drive back, the car engine blew and died. The car she fought me for and owes almost $12,000 on still, and still makes payments on every couple weeks. This is when I started to believe in karma a little bit more. Between September and November, my wife and I drank together and had sex around 5 or 6 times. I still wanted her back and I really wanted to have sex with her. The part that I'm realizing now is that she's been seeing this guy for a while now. I found pictures of them about a week and a half ago. Ever since I saw those pics and confirmed things, I've stopped talking to her. I just wanted to believe all her lies, even when they were obvious. So she's cheated on me, left me for him, and was cheating on that guy with me? Just 2 weeks ago, before I found out for sure, she came over and we were talking and she was letting me feel her up and give her a full body massage and everything. Right now I can't even fathom what's going on in her head. Some other extra facts. The kids are doing well, my apartment is spotless, and I've lost 50 pounds since she left me, 235 pounds down to 185 pounds. She's come to my place a couple times and has cried to me about how it's so unfair how I'm doing so much better than she is. She said it's not fair that I'm doing all this now and not when we were together. She told me she still loved me on Christmas and bought me Christmas gifts. Not just junk, but a bottle of sake because she knows how much I want to visit Japan and like making ramen and such. So she put thought into it. I don't mean to sound rude either, but she doesn't look very good nowadays either. She's been putting on weight, has gone hard into drugs and drinking. She tells me she cries all the time. She told me she was depressed with me, left me thinking it'd be better, but is still depressed, and that messes with her. But as we know, happiness comes from within, and she has none. So if you left me for someone else, at least be happy about it and make the best of it. She hasn't texted me for 4 days now. This is the longest she hasn't texted me in 4 months. She has told me before, when we were together, that if she ever left I would fail. When I started a job working in a kitchen, started as dishwasher, she said I would never make any friends. Apparently she forgot how social and good with people I am. All the waitresses loved me. I moved from dishwasher to working on the line and being asked if I'd want to bartend. At the time I was overweight and my self-worth and confidence were shot, so I didn't take up the bartending. She didn't like how many people, especially the girls, ended up liking me. Throughout the marriage, whenever me and my wife would go out drinking, she would always end up twerking on the wall or the floor and letting guys videotape her. She flirted with everyone and even had many of my close friends thinking I wanted a threesome with her. I don't drink often, but one Halloween I drank too much at a friend's party, ended up passing out and throwing up everywhere. While I was doing that, she was in the bathroom with guys showing her tits off for free coke and who knows what else. But she convinced me nothing happened and ended up making me think I'm crazy and everyone was wrong. Basically gaslighting me. I'm seeing a therapist now and I'm learning that basically, she just needs attention from external sources non-stop. Getting it from her husband just wasn't enough. I know we all have issues, our marriage wasn't perfect. I know I still love her and care about her, but I won't be a back burner or a second choice. I hate comparing how me and her are doing, but it makes me feel better right now. I have my own place, a dog, happy kids, my own vehicle, money, in university, and even though I feel like complete garbage, I'm going through the emotions so I can fully move on and try to be at peace. Whereas she is living with her mom, broken car, no vehicle, asking me for money and living off CERB, COVID money, unhappy, depressed, thought the grass was greener and it isn't. She is so afraid to be alone with her own thoughts that she still sleeps with her mom or the kids sometimes. When I have moved on, she will not. I don't know if she will ever move on, because she knows she made a mistake and is stubborn. In the end, I just don't know why she cheated and left, but continues to text me, has had sex with me, says how much I'm doing better than her. It boggles the mind. But then again, how can you understand someone who doesn't even understand themselves? I'm doing well, but some weeks I just feel so much hurt. Like she pulled my heart out, shattered it and banged the other guy on top of the shattered pieces. Anyways, that's the story. There's so much more I can say in background that I could give, but I think this does it. Thanks for reading. Feel free to ask any questions or whatnot. It's a difficult time to get separated, cheated on, and COVID at the same time. Here are some best comments. Look, it shows that you are a good man and a great father. It is a shame that you are living all this and for so long. In any case, you knew that it was a matter of time that your wife left. She never loved you, you were only a safe place for her. The bad thing that she has 2 children in common, for which you must act as such, is decur, like a father who is concerned about the safety of his children. Brother, forgive me for telling you, maybe it will make you thousands since you still live in a cloud of love for a woman who really is a shitty human being. It is good that you stop dreaming and start worrying about your children and yourself. You cannot allow a woman who is a drug addict and alcoholic to take them with her new partner, or you cannot think about the dangers that these children are exposed to with her. Brother, please, start the divorce proceedings, gather evidence, go with a VAR to tax everything when you are with her, to obtain full custody. Please stop dreaming about this woman. This girl is evil. I bet you she is go to bed with anyone for drugs and you have a relationship with her. If you love your children, please take care and protect your children. Do a lot of exercises, that will clear you and you will begin to see things with more clearly. You will be able to sleep well and really care about your children. Sorry for being so honest, but it's the truth. Stop having sex with her. Your wife is showing her tits for dope, probably having sex too. Do you realize how dangerous that is? The chances of you catching a STD from her? Go get an STD test, and stop sticking it in crazy. If she gives you something that's permanent, she traps you even more than having kids. It takes all the clean and good women out of the relationship prospects. Also, stay away from the drugs and alcohol. They are a short-term feel-good with long-term drawbacks. I agree with another poster. Start thinking of her as just the kid's mom. The trust is gone and cannot be fully mended. Give it long enough and she will become someone you used to know. Not what people want to hear. Go and flirt, talk to people, be out in the world to the extent you, or any of us, can. If she doesn't like it, or is not happy about it, good. She made this bed, she can lay in it with her mother. And by all means enjoy watching the karma roll in. Just don't let her expect you to pay for any of it. You are not her ATM. I get it. I generally have respect for myself, boundaries, expectations to be treated the way I treat others in relationships, etc. But when I got into my last relationship that was so toxic and abusive, that shit quickly went out the window. The trauma bonding and constant roller coaster of emotional abuse fucked with my self-esteem and broke my boundaries. I was forgiving him for things I'd previously never forgive with anyone else: horrible abuse, trying to meet women and men on Craigslist, getting with sex workers, sexually harassing female coworkers, trying to force me to sleep with random men, and also, he wasn't even sorry. He would deny it all even when I had physical proof. I just forgave because I was so bonded to him through the trauma ups and downs of all his previous betrayals that I couldn't bear to actually leave. I'd want to leave and demand answers or accountability, and then him acting like he didn't care drove me to want to prove myself even more that I was worth loving. It was so backwards. I'd just freak out and then over time, sweep it under the rug until he did it again. Rinse and repeat, over and over for 6 years. It was fucking awful. I now see how easy it is to allow things you would have never allowed in any other situation. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.